thought it might be helpful to talk a little bit about weighted vests. What are your options for weighted vests? How do you pick a weighted vest? How do you know if you should use a weighted vest? I want to talk about what is the benefit of having a weighted vest, and I'll talk about the pros and the cons. So, why to consider it? It adds increased weight to walking, right? It's body weight strength and some cardio moves. But if you're just going for a walk, you're adding some extra weight, which helps with bone density. Okay. You can increase your calorie burn and endurance and strength without needing a lot of extra equipment, right? If you have any wrist issues, like holding weights sometimes can feel challenging, any arthritis in your fingers, this just gives you weight on your body in a way where it won't mess with those joints. So yes, just if you're in perimenopause or menopause and you just want to build bone health, that could be a reason to consider doing it. And it helps build stamina, right? If you have a weighted vest on when you go for hiking or for a walk, and then you go do something where you take it off, it can be really, really helpful, right? To then be like, whoa, I've been training with this weighted vest on, and now I'm taking off this weight, and this feels easier. It's the beauty of that, right? And so the pros are hands-free load, right? You don't have to carry dumbbells. It enhances functional strength, balance, and posture if you're using it correctly, making sure your posture as well. And it's adjustable, right? You can grow your strength by adding more weight depending on what weighted vest you get. And I'm going to give you guys some help with that too, if you want it. Some of the things to think about with a weighted vest, because it's not for everybody. If you have any current back, hip, shoulder injuries, it's best to consult with your doctor before you have one to make sure that you um, are, taking care of those joints and your body. And too much weight can strain and affect your form. So if you're going to do it, you want to start with 5 to 8% of your body weight and build gradually up. Um, and making sure that you get a kind that doesn't like bother you or have straps or restrict your breathing. It's definitely not recommended for running unless you're a really experienced runner and that's something you're going to be doing. So it's something to think about and precautions with a weighted vest. So how to pick the right weighted vest. So weight range. Let's talk weight range first. So you begin with a vest no heavier than that 5 to 10% of your body weight. And you can add in, I have one that you can add in weight as you go. You want to look at fit and comfort. So you want it to be snug, but not restrictive. And adjustable straps can be really, really helpful. And you'll see kind of the different kind of dynamics of weighted vests that they have. Even load. So even if you choose a design where the weight is distributed evenly with the front and the back, right? You don't want to have one where you're weighted all in the front. That's not going to help your posture. You want to make sure the it's an even load on the front and the back. So when you're adding in weight, when you take them out, you want a space to do that evenly around your body. Um, and, if you're using it for walking or for hiking, a longer vest is fine, but for squats and push up, a shorter one might be better, depending on what kind of movement you're going to do. You don't want it to get in the way. And then there's such a range, you guys. Mid-range, you can get a quality one for $40 to $100, right? But some of the ones they have are a few $100s more. And I'll show you guys some different options for that. But you really want to start when you get a weighted vest, start with shorter sessions. Do it for 5 to 10 minutes and build up. Make sure your posture is really tall and progress weight slowly. Listen to your body. Like, okay, now I've been doing this 10 pounds. It feels really easy. I can add 5 pounds more, 3 pounds more. And I'm going to do that for a little bit before I add more weight. And you can combine it with strength training days for variety, but we're going to suggest not to wear it every one. And then I'm just going to show you guys, I'm going to share my screen here really quickly because we made this little PDF for you. It gives you the different vests, the price range, the rating, the best for, and then there's links. So you guys can kind of look at, okay, like let me look at each one of these and you can see the range in price, right? But even the 5 out of 5, you guys, this adjustable one, $45. So it doesn't have to be that expensive. And you don't have to use a weighted vest, you guys. But we just wanted to share this since we've been talking about it and doing Walking Pad Wednesdays. I know, Julie, you wears yours a lot. What do you love about your weighted vest?
So I actually got my vest when I was training for the Marathon for Love Paced Race. And so I liked wearing it during my shorter walks because it helped my endurance. So I felt like when I took it off and went for my longer walks, they felt a little bit easier because I didn't have the weight on. So that was where I really utilize it the most. I do really like to use it just for that endurance, like you said, and a posture. I think you really have to think about staying upright and holding your core and all those things that are good to remember when you're walking.